So forgiving. We have to build a super team. What are you thinking in terms of a strategy? How are we going to find people who we think can go on a win streak in ranked?
Super team, we know the backbones. We're both tank players. I know you play main support and main tank. We know the backbones of the team is tanks. So I feel like finding two good tanks right off the bat is like very good for a super team.
And how many people do you think is best for actually climbing in ranked? So if you were going for climbing in ranked, do you want a duo? Do you want a full 6-stack? What do you think is best here?
So there's a weird thing with ranks. So if you group up too much, like if you're in a trio queue, for example, it actually tries to match you against other trio queues from my knowledge. And a lot of trio queues actually usually have like one person in that group that might be playing way below their actual SR. And it actually makes it really hard for you if you're all like plat players trying to play against like two plat players and a masters player trying to help them rank up. And that kind of messes up a lot of people for climbing. So I usually say solo or duo is the best way to rank up typically.
So we're really here looking for the two most underrated players. Probably one of them on tank, you think? That'd be the best
at least
climbing?
one of them on tank.
Okay, well let's jump into it, Evan. Load us in and let's go hunting for players that we think can go on a win streak. Everybody in this lobby is between 2,500 and 3,500 SR. Forgiving, where do you want to start looking for the first member of our super team?
I think we should just start with one of the main tanks.
All right. What do you think the best main tank is right now? Because we got the Ball and Winston as the main tank
in
showing
this
right
meta. Typically, Winston is the best main tank currently in this very brawl meta that we've been seeing. But on this map, Ball is fairly good as well, especially for ladder play.
Well, let's start with Shady Tigers then, and then see what Hanzo's got afterwards. And what do you think we're going to have to do if neither of these guys show promise?
Just work with something else.
Work with something else. All right. Now, so in terms of his current SR, Evan, what is Shady Tiger's current SR?
I'll have to take a look because I don't know the exact number, but it's definitely in that range. It is 3350 on tank.
Okay, so he's on the higher end of the range that we allowed. So we were allowing 25 to 3,500. So if he does want to be picked, he's going to have to show some real good gameplay here because he does already have a pretty decently high SR. What are you seeing so far from his gameplay, Forgiving?
So from what I'm seeing right now, he is playing more so the brawl style of Winston, not like hard setting up for flank engages, which is how Winston was played in the past. But right now in this current meta with Winston, Diva, Lucio Mori, you're supposed to play very brawly head on with the Reaper and the Sombra. And he is kind of taking that playstyle more so, and it's actually working so far.
So you think it's a good playstyle for this meta?
Yeah, this is a good playstyle for this meta.
Okay. Yeah, really good positioning. I'm not sure if he needed the bubble that early, but kind of that's like min-maxing stuff. I mean, Hanzo getting a real early pick onto Mirror right there and going for another slam. So, I mean, even the other main tank on the other side doing pretty decent. We do have a yes or no poll, don't we, Evan?
Sir?
So chat, type yes, maybe, or no in chat if you think that Shady Tigers should be introduced into the super team. Does Shady Tigers currently at 3,300 SR, do you think he deserves higher than this? And if you say maybe, that's fine. We can totally come back to it later.
Do you see in terms of mechanics, he isn't doing the melee cancel at the end of his leap? That
is true.
Big thing to gauge too is like primal mechanics at the end of the day for Winston players right now.
We'll definitely... He's 97%, so let's see how he uses that primal. Big blade already coming in from Jake, too. Ooh, risky there. Good dive, though. Yeah, Big Bomb and Mirror Bright seem to be struggling in this lobby so far. I mean, really good positioning. Got the body block, too, so Clax Taco couldn't retreat. I mean, I think we actually have two pretty decent candidates for the main tank here. I do want to be seeing this primal, though. All right, chat has decided that this is a maybe. So let's close that poll. Let's see this primal. And then let's see how Hanzo's playing. What rank are they? Right now, Shady Tigers is 3,300. There's a primal. One kill. Ooh, that could be dangerous. Well, what'd you think of that primal, Forgiving?
So personally, after I would have seen like that Mora fade out after the first kill that Shady Tigers got, a lot of people would actually chase that Mora due to them knowing they're currently don't have their survival cooldown and trying to displace that Mora then. But I understand the mindset of, oh, I see a Bob, I can possibly go knock it in and make a play in that regard really quick. So it overall wasn't bad. He did wait until he got low, and I like that about his primal. A lot of monkeys, sometimes when I'm reviewing them, they actually pop their primal very prematurely before they're actually like down to 200 HP or anything, and it's just like, did you need to pop it there? The only reason you'd pop it ever early is if you saw like a boop that you're 100% certain you'd get. I do notice that he pops his bubbles very early on whenever he gets pressure when he's full HP though.
He does, absolutely. And he did, as after you mentioned it, he did start doing the melee on lands. But let's take a look at Hanzo there. The ball, he's just used his mines, slammed in. Very aggressive there, pretty early with the mines. I mean, didn't even get the split either. I mean, he was right on top of them, but didn't get to do a split. And, you know, especially with you 99 to 0 at this point in time, you really want to be getting as much value out of each and every single ultimate. And by value, I mean time off the clock. Ooh.
And yeah, a lot of people would say using mines that aggressively before they even rotate into point. You're also, when you're trying to run the clock, you'd want to like, you know, stall out that fight a little bit longer and not engage like super hard in that time.
Exactly.
Makes it a little bit easier to stage the dive as well.
And Evan, what is the SR on Hanzo?
Let me check that as well.
Yeah, this could be over pretty quick. We'll have to go to extra round. Jake going for another blade. Oh, he got the cancel too.
For tank, he is 3208 last.
So 3208 on Hanzo. Okay. He is going to be able to get the contest here. We'll see how his contest goes. Did he get the Lucio to the pit? He does. That's decent. Taking a lot of damage though. And his awareness seems to be a little bit on the lower side. What are you thinking, Forgiving?
Yeah, it definitely seems a little bit on the lower side, as they already procced the overtime timer that he didn't actually need to touch right after getting that boop, and it seemed like he didn't really know where to go after hitting that boop, like how he could have rotated.
All right.
Into Lighthouse.
Chat is not thinking that Hanzo should join our super team, so we will be saying goodbye to him. We've got a maybe on the first main tank, but so what role do we think would synergize best with Shady Tigers?
Right now I think we should check out the Genji. The Genji's doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, so let's take out Jake. Yeah, he did get quite a few blades. I mean, he's got the gold shurikens. I think this guy actually submitted a clip to Guess My SR earlier today. So, Evan, what was Jake's SR?
From what I remember on the clip, it was around high plat. Yeah, 28 currently.
28.
Yes.
So it could be somebody to bring the SR down, because Shady Tigers being at that 3,300 is going to make our lobby SR pretty high overall. Okay. Ooh, sees the Widow. Just looking, spamming tanks, spamming angles. Good stuff so far. I mean, Genji also is not very strong in the meta. So even if he was good at Genji, would you want him to... Ooh, he's going to get that kill. Okay. I mean, you can make it work, really. I mean, it was looking pretty decent. What are you thinking, Forgiving?
Looking pretty decent, but yeah, you are correct with like Genji not being like super strong in this current meta. But a lot of people always say that meta doesn't fully matter until you get to the very high end. It's playing whatever you're good at, and you can make anything kind of work at the end of the day. But you're at a disadvantage still, so you have to be exceptionally good at that character.
I mean, he's definitely punching above his weight class, I'd say, so far. But that's only been seen one fight, and there was one that was won pretty handily here. But we'll definitely have to wait to see how his blade works. Yeah, his actual shurikens themselves, I mean, he's trying to do the predictive tracking, but his long-range aim definitely struggling. Could have waited for left clicks before that dash came in. Here's the blade. I think they already had that fight won even without it, so... Your thoughts?
Yeah, there's still like mechanical things I'm seeing, like before he goes in for an aggressive dash on the Ana, you could get himself in that exact range for that dash into the right click melee combo to make it a lot cleaner for executing that target quick.
Yeah, there were like
leaving like room for air.
Yeah, there were like three other better ways he could have gotten that kill on the Ana, and he chose a really weak one. So, and then the blade obviously not pulled out at an optimal time either. So some flashy mechanics, but some definite obvious flaws. Do you think that's something that we could coach out of him quick enough in order to give him a pretty decent advantage?
I feel like it really, like Genji is a character that if they play a very undiveable backline, like a lot of other characters just straight up would be better right now. If they're playing that Lucio Mora comp right now, it's not going to have the greatest time typically. compared to a different character. So that's where I'm kind of iffy about it, depending on what Jake actually plays outside of Genji.
All right, well, let's take a look at somebody else then. Who else is catching your eye potentially?
Do you want to check out the Widow? Because we're
Yeah,
on the
let's
Widow
check
map
out Clock Taco. FA, yeah. Okay. Yeah, trying to find that angle. I would have already tried to grapple away way earlier than that, but...
Yeah, in the initial angle for where the fight would take place, it seems like they're going for a hard off angle as Widow on this very open map. And I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, especially for ruins where there's just so many good Widow angles, you know, playing kind of in close flanks, so... Alright, chat is already voting like 92% no, so... I'm sorry, Clockstocko, you got your 10 seconds of fame are over. Alright. So Shady Tigers and Jake, definitely potentials so far. I think Big Bomb and Mirror Bright looked to be struggling. But do you want to see if we can find one of the supports that might be a good duo partner for Shady?
Go for that. Let's just go with Coal Fighters, I guess.
Let's do Coal Fighters. Evan,
can we should go to Super Chicken because they're actually playing Honor right now.
Okay.
Get maybe some
and Evan, can you get an SR for us for Super Chicken?
Yeah, 26-26 in fact.
Okay, so a very low SR. Something that if we see some value here, it could be definitely...
I already see them kind of in that unscoped pigeonhole that they never really know when they could get a quick scope off.
Yeah.
And when is it safe for them to kind of go for that. And they're missing quite a few shots.
Yeah. Ooh, and got that nade anti-eat as well. I mean, not really much. He had to go for the nade regardless. But, you know, chat, this is going to be a trade-off. Remember that this guy being 2600 is 700 SR lower than Shady Tigers. So, we could build a team if we think that Shady Tigers could really carry and then drop the SR even lower. But it would be a risk. Okay, well, Coal Fighters just used Coalescence. So let's take a look at Boyfriend. He's almost got the he's almost got the beat here. And what is Boyfriend's SR there, Evan?
He is currently 2734 on support.
Okay, so another low SR. If we see some pretty good play here, this could definitely be a potential as well. I mean, his positioning's good. We're playing with the team. Has to stop to hit the sword turret. Not the most promising. Ooh, falls right into the barrier or the hammer down. All right, well, at least we'll get to see them attacking to see how he uses the beat on the attack. Have you coached many Lucios, Forgiving?
I actually don't really find much Lucio coaching, as Lucio just kind of became back into the meta recently. A lot of people for support usually are looking to get coached on Ana or Moira, from my experience.
Okay, well, let's
Funny enough, with my 60% keyboard, I can't actually hit F1, so I haven't been even able to go to Boyfriend. It's starting my NVIDIA, you know, shadow play recording with F1, so yeah.
Big. All right. Amping speed, but yeah. I mean, good amp there. He does have the barrier. They're going to be able to use that. Bit of a slow reaction, but good to beat in the grab. Kind of, I would be surprised if he hadn't done that. But it does look like they're going to have to reset that even with the beat. All right. I mean, this guy's a potential, you know, especially for 2700. He might be a bargain. Might be a good deal.
Waiting to speed boost people off spawn. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good head on this guy's shoulders. What are you thinking, chat? Chat's at 50% maybe, 22% yes. Support Jay. Bullfighter's getting another kill. I'm not liking this as much. I mean, proving me wrong, so.
And off the map we go.
Dang, that was a bit of a misplay there, but overall not bad. Sai got 2 off that, so. All right, well, let's leave that one as a maybe for now. And who else? So let's, I mean, Cold Fighters has also been getting Coalescence like crazy. But in the meantime, let's check out Dinkelberg here. Evan, an SR for Dinkelberg?
We are clocking in the support SR at 3147.
Okay.
Mr. Dinkelberg.
So a little bit of a higher SR there. Does manage to juke that Death Blossom.
Yeah, a little late on his swapping off heals to speed once the Death Blossom came in, though.
He's gonna get out though. Is he? Yeah, he's gonna get out. He's trying to do wall rides, but it looks like he's struggling to actually stay on the walls. Okay, that's a little bit better. Maybe we were just looking at him at a bad time. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so it's just a temporary issue. Let's see how he does. Trying to go clear the high ground. I like that. Trying to contest this high ground so they can't be dropped on. He just, like, walked immediately in front of a Reaper, though. That could have been dangerous. What are you thinking about his play so far, Forgiving?
Seems pretty, like, normal for Diamond Lucio play, truthfully. So, it's something that seems very coachable at the same time.
I wonder why he didn't use beat there.
It's like, yeah, it's like this last fight. If you lose that fight, the game is over. So you want to make sure you get it off, period. So usually when you're close to beat, you kind of adopt more of a safe play style to make sure you can get it off at a good time.
Coal Fighters. I mean, Coal Fighters got play. Maybe Coal Fighters is the
3-man coalescence, I think.
Good target priority.
And what is Coal Fighters SR? I mean, that's a very, very strong coalescence.
Yeah.
And Oh Canada, look at that.
Oh Canada, 82
KP. Okay, we're gonna have to
we've
take.
been watching the wrong people.
We've been watching the wrong people.
Coal Fighters is 30-46, so just above the diamond threshold.
And what is Oh Canada?
33.99. So
okay, so another higher ranked one. So maybe we pull out a. Let's try and tip the scales against the three that we're looking at. So we're gonna have Oh Canada, Shady Tigers, and Coal Fighters, right? But let's give or no, let's put Super Chicken with Coal Fighters, because I think he was struggling the most. Who is the is the highest SR between Clax Taco, Mirror Bright, and Big Bomb? It might actually be Clax Taco.
I think it is.
Okay, so we'll give them Big Bomb and Mirror Bright. So they're going to be on the weaker end in terms of DPS and have one support, but we are looking at making the super team Coal Fighters, Shady Tiger, and Oh Canada. So let's see how they do. Okay, who do you want to start looking at? Forgiving, Oh Canada, or Coal Fighters?
I think we should start with Oh Canada after that 82 KP.
82% KP, and you said that he was a 3300 player there.
33.99.
33.99. So again, on the higher end of the SR, so should be expected to carry. But I mean, 82 KP is insane, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what he's got for us. So he would be an expensive hire for the super team, we'll say. It would definitely push the average SR much higher. And what was Coal Fighters SR?
I think it was just above 3K. Double check.
So maybe we are looking for kind of...
Yeah, 30-46.
30-46. So Coal Fighters would drag the SR down a little bit, but... And we're sure Oh Canada's not a Smurf?
I'm quite positive, yes.
Okay, good. I tried to get the eat on the dynamite. Good awareness there. I think he was... I could just tell by his movement that he wanted that one back. Gonna went for the fire strike eat. Jake already getting a kill with that Hanzo. So chat, we did bias these teams against the guys who we think are going to be good at carrying here. He's right in the middle of things. Just looking for die, not immediately trying to throw himself off. Is that... I mean, did you get any information there?
A lot of people, when they're already down 2, wouldn't rotate point. They would just play it slow and wait for respawns and not get further stagger / speed ult charge, especially it being the tank. So that's a little weird, in my opinion. But out of curiosity, what do you find the easiest role typically to kind of like coach like really quickly? Is it usually tank players?
I think the easiest ones are anything that requires very little mechanics, because mechanics are slow to improve. They require a ton of practice, right? So, you know, I think that, yes, like Moira's, Winston's especially. Moira and Winston are two characters that you can really get a person to just play way better on, especially. I mean, D.Va is usually in there as well. I mean, especially at the lower ranks, anytime that a character benefits from high ground and a person's not using high ground, if you teach a low ranked person how to flank properly or how to utilize high ground properly, very quick climbs. Very, very quick climbs.
That's what a lot of Ashe like coaching has come down to, is teaching people when to be on the off angle, when to be on high ground, then they climb 500 to 1000 SR. It's like, alright, cool.
Getting hit from the side. So we have definitely successfully weighted the teams against our potential heroes.
Just interested on what they end up doing once they get through the choke. I do like that they tried taking left side instead of upper and fighting that downhill battle and making it a little bit more of a level playing field to go through the choke against like double sniper. So I do like the rotation that the main tank or the off tank might be even calling, or main support even.
This will heal you.
Oh, the bait.
Yeah. All right.
Mirror probably going for that ult after that. I don't know.
I don't think O'Canada's actually going to be able to get a grab during this.
We're slapping the ball to try to touch.
Yeah.
And the rollout kind of scuffed there.
Unlucky. All right, what do you think, chat? Chat is still saying yes. Okay. Definitely rough for them. That gave us nothing. We have no information. All right, so let's take a look at Coal Fighters then. See how he's doing. And then we also want to take a look at Psy. Then we'll see why Red Team is just destroying so hard.
I can just edit it like that.
Perfect. Oh. So far, good swaps between Heal and Vis. Yeah.
And those the same
They have a Wedo, good idea
right
to fade across, especially when he's going to have it up before he needs it. So, yeah. Trying to move his hitbox. I like this so far. We'll have to see what he does mid-fight here. Ring around the rosy here. So somebody's calling from blue team. There's the Widowmaker. He's not reacting to the sound cues there. Yeah, the Widowmaker's still up somewhere, right?
This is man.
That was the perfect time to swap to that.
Get into position. This will improve your condition.
Yeah,
So
full
when it
fighters.
comes to
Go ahead.
climbing on more, wouldn't you say maximizing that damage output is a very big thing? And
I
right now-
love you for giving. Thank you so
Like-
much. Heck you, chat. DPS Moira is the way to climb. Especially, you know,
It really
especially
is.
doing things against, you know, and it's
It's
like,
like knowing when to peel for people.
and it's
still,
not just
and, like,
that, but like you're not
when to
always
rotate.
trying to go to the kill, but like especially playing against Genjis or Widowmakers, the main thing that you're trying to do is get them to use a cooldown, and your right click is not a cooldown. So if you can force DPS cooldowns out for free by right clicking, it's so strong.
Yeah, force that Genji to dash out.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
He missed the right click finisher potentially on the mini diva. That was a free kill. The mini diva was like a sliver of one and didn't react to it on his screen. So he's definitely tunnel vision. You know, I think that Coal Fighter's weakness is probably awareness of what's going on. I could definitely see him getting lost in higher ranked fights. You know, and there I would have been saving the healing orb to try and do longer contests. So not bad, but what do you think? Is he worth the price of admission for his 3,000 SR price tag?
I feel like it's something we easily could adjust at the end of the day. That's the thing. Like,
That is
there is
true.
potential. I would say their tracking is a little weak even for Moira currently.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, that could be a slight thing in the grand scheme of things.
All right,
It's
well,
just like they overheal at the start of fights. They run out of healing a lot right now, and they only throw healing orbs, period, for the most part, except that one at the very stall at the very end when should have been a healing to stall themselves. Because just understand, if you don't have fade up and you're vulnerable, when you get that healing orb up, I mean that orb up, in case you need it, you're holding on to it, right? You're not going to be throwing damage orb off cooldown if you don't have fade and you're in a vulnerable position. Kind of engaging that, helping them with that understanding.
okay, I'm taking another look at Psy this time. Definitely not. We must have, you know, could also just be that they had a little bit of focus fire, but I'm not seeing the 82 KP play coming out of O'Canada. So I don't know how he accomplished that one. I know Diva's a little bit of spray and pray, but still.
Yeah, I purposely mark people just to get the kill participation. I'm not gonna lie. Guilty of that.
Maybe we have to take a look at another Clax as well. I know that he struggled, but we did only really look at him for 10 seconds on Ilios. So.
You gonna look at Psy still?
Oh yeah,
You see
Chad,
you
I
in
see
that.
you. Don't worry, we'll take a look at Psy. Good right clicks. What are you seeing for giving?
Weirdly enough, I actually like that over aggression, going for that early pin and everything, because it's easier to teach a main tank when to chill out than how to teach a main tank to not be scared. Because a lot of main tanks are either really passive or they're over aggressive. I'll take that over aggressive Reinhardt and teach them how to when they need to tone down that aggression any day.
So for this one, let's take a look at Psy, red team main tech. Still not sold on Canada, but I think that Shady Tigers and Coal Fighters are good picks. All right, Psy, what you got for us? Immediately taking the point. Just gonna play. He's spraying the ground. He could be the one leading this team as well. Evan, can you drag us into red team comms to listen to who's calling?
Yeah.
Watch it. Come up. Hello.
I can't bubble there.
Got me.
Monkey call. I got right. Two coast. I got
Trace from me.
Lucio's back.
Tracer. All right, we're gonna play this cubby. Playing cubby.
Push up.
Anna with us. All right.
Anna with you guys. Sweet.
Yes. Anna. Everyone should be
Guys,
playing in this cubby here. If they jump in, we have
choke. Why are we gonna give them all the space? Come on.
Good point. Playing up top.
You can wall off the first one through. You just up top. I'm gonna go.
They're gonna be close.
They might be going coast.
Hey, chill. Rotating coast. I'm pulling up. Break bubble as soon as you can.
Monkey slept.
Oh, I'm dead.
It's a big purple.
Push up.
We win that.
I'm backing up for healing.
You back up.
Run.
If you back up.
He's on a run.
I got you. You're full HP there.
All right, Evan, take us out.
Don't.
I like Psy.
I gotta say, okay, those comms are pretty nasty. Let's take a look at quick look at Clax Taco's comms. Or not Clax Taco's comms, just his perspective. Because he was popping heads on that Widowmaker. Good positioning here.
I just wanna let you know that out of the 101 votes I received, 97% of them were yes for Psy.
Okay. Maybe we got the wrong main tank there, Forgiving.
We said maybe. Remember, we never were like guaranteed on that one.
True. Oof. And what was size SR? Sorry, Evan.
It is 2920.
I mean, he's cheaper than Shady Tigers as well.
Yeah, we go with Psy any day.
We go with Psy.
And at the start, Hanzo, the Zarya was playing main tank technically on when we first watched, so that's why I didn't want to watch him right off the bat.
So we have a 2900 and a 3000 SR player. I'm feeling good about our chances of climbing. All right. Well, they got the cap. So what do you think? We've got a very strong two-man team between Coal Fighters and Psy. Who do you, if we were to add a third, who are you most sold on right now?
I don't actually really know right now. It seems like everyone's kind of just like going through the motions for the most part. Like there's bad things with everyone. It's just like picking your poison on what we think we can work with best as of right now.
Chat, who are you? If you were to pick somebody else, Jake. You want another look at Jake now that he's not playing the Gengu? Probably. Let's take another look at Jake.
I say it's very interesting that they're trying to force the Mei pick into dive like this.
Yeah.
Currently. Oh, and
he's going to Doom now. All right, I'm down for watching some Doom play. He seems to be very flexible. And Jake's SR, did we... Sorry, Evan, to keep asking this, but what was Jake's SR? How much does he cost?
2828.
So he could be a bargain. Good backline dive.
Not slam.
Missing the left clicks, though. I really think that Jake needs to work on his left click mechanics. Like, his actual ability mechanics in terms of the heroes are good, but on Genji and on Doom, the left click accuracy is hurting him quite badly.
That combo on the initial engagement, he did miss that slam that he did there, and that would have made it just 10 times cleaner.
Yep.
So.
Oh. What do you think, chat? Do we pick up a third? Vote. Last chance you get. Is our super team gonna be 2 members or 3 members? This it. We'll leave it open for a couple seconds here, but Forgiving Chat's wanting us to make a 3-man team.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm down. All right. Well, we have picked our team. We're going to go with Jake, Sai. Hey, Coalfighter's got a great card, both ones, so I think that he's definitely our heel pick. Let's drag him in, Evan. Let's say hi to our team.
God.
Oh, hello. Congratulations to the three of you. You guys have been selected as our super team. So we thought that you guys were the best players in the lobby, especially in terms of, you know, well, you cost something because the higher ranked players, when they get in, they've got to be carrying it even harder. But in terms of performance, based off of where you guys are at, in terms of SR, we picked you guys, the three that we think together can really go for quite a win streak in ranked. So start off with you, Cole. How are you doing? And
I'm doing great right now.
You're doing great. So do you think that you're underrated now? Do you think that you belong in higher rank?
Personally, I don't believe I'm underrated. I feel like I perfectly belong in diamond. But
yep. And why is that?
I feel I make very diamond mistakes. Honestly, just everything about me is just diamond. It's just slightly above average.
All right. What about you, Jake?
I feel like I should be diamond.
Yeah? You don't think you should be masters?
I mean, maybe I'm not at that level yet. Maybe when we're playing comp, I'll improve to that level. I'm not sure. I feel like 33, 34 is about my area.
Okay. And what about you, Psycheric? How do you feel about your current ranking in comp?
I feel washed up as hell.
And why do you feel like that?
I peaked in GOATS meta.
You peaked in GOATS meta? I mean, you're common like it's still GOATS meta. You were going crazy on those calls.
Well,
I liked them.
I'm an off-tank player, but there are no off-tank players. It's all main, or there's no main tanks. It's all off-tanks that flex. So I just had to go main tank.
Well, you impressed both myself and Forgiving. So
yeah, I was in the same boat as you.
So yeah, you three are the ones that we've selected to kind of 3-stack in rank. So first of all,